and welcome to Meditation Takeaway number 7. And this is a short scientific introduction to prepare your vital understanding of brainwaves and the walking meditation practice, which I'm releasing in number 8, called Let's Get Up and Glow. My name is Jax May from Formentera Yoga, and thank you, divine beings, for joining me again today. So before we go on to the practice, which will be released in the next meditation takeaway, it's really vital that you have a little bit of understanding. So this Get Up and Glow is a moving meditation which has been perfectly designed to create more coherency in the mind through walking, dancing and prancing. And it's an absolute winner for those of you that struggle to sit still in all of my other meditation takeaways. So a little science to begin with, as I'll be taking you on a journey through your brain. So your brain's job is to create coherency and meaning between what is going on in your outer world with your inner world. When your brain is plugged into your external environment and you have a level of awareness of your body in space and time, your senses are collecting information on everything you see, taste, smell, hear and touch. And because you have your awareness on so many things and your brain has to integrate all of that information, it's very common that many of us are operating in two high frequency brainwaves known as beta. And this can deplete the brain of vital energy. And this results in your brain shutting down throughout the day, or like zoning out, or maybe you've experienced brain fog. So in beta, our outer world tends to be more than our inner world. Great if everything in your outer world is smooth as butter, but not great if you have some storms happening in your life. So to explain, beta is equivalent to 13 to 25 hertz per second. And if you like, this is like processing 13 to 25 different things at once. Think of an iPhone with lots of applications open. What happens over time? It drains the battery unless you charge it. So when you close your eyes and you begin to get calm, you disconnect more from the outer world and you begin to connect with your inner world. When you close your eyes, you have less sensory information coming into the brain. You're not seeing things to judge or comment on. You're not tasting, you're not touching things. Then the brain waves begin to slow down into what's known as alpha brain waves. This is being awake and alert, yet calm. We think less and we image more. And alpha brainwaves are around 8 to 13 hertz per second, so a slower wave, only processing 8 to 13 different things at one time. And this is where I am most of the time. I just recently had an EEG brain scan just to see how my meditation was affecting my brain, and apparently I have one of the most clearest transparent brain scans the doctor had ever seen. I also have a brain of a woman 10 years younger. So I am living proof this stuff works. So let's move on to theta. And theta is when your body begins to fall asleep. It's more sleep than it is awake. And at the same time, your conscious mind is awake. So if your body is asleep, yet your mind is awake, then most of the programs we have going on or our habits tend to be suppressed. So in theta, we see significant healing changes taking place. Theta is 4 to 8 hertz per second, so only processing 4 to 8 things at a time. And then moving on to delta, and this is when your body is asleep and very little brain function happening. There is deep REM and dreaming going along, a deeply restorative state, and this is equivalent to 1 to 4 hertz per second, so only processing 1 to 4 things, whether you're dreaming or whatever is going on in your sleep at that time. There is gamma brainwaves, which we released in meditation number 6, and these are super high frequency brainwaves. And in this state of gamma, you're usually being aroused from an inner event, no longer from an outer event. And this gamma experience creates a super level of awareness and consciousness and a heightened state of wakefulness. So whatever is happening between your ears in this state is more real at this time than what goes on in your outer environment. And all of the brain's attention is caught up in the inner experience. I've seen things on deep meditation retreats I could never ever explain. I've seen people healing from very, very serious diseases, having out-of-body experiences in this state. And if you want to go into gamma, please go back to meditation number 6. So thus, this inner experience of gamma enriches the brain. And the experience produces emotions, energy in motion. And we have seen super significant biological changes in a short amount of time in gamma. So if you haven't done that, go back to enjoy number 6. So this gives you some basic understanding of your brain waves and how you are feeling. We are now ready to journey through these in the next takeaway number 8 to wake you up in the morning. You'll need your headphones ready and your walking shoes on or bare feet depending upon the terrain. It will be around 22 minutes long, so perfect for that walk to work or the train station, the beach, or your favourite pretty walk. I'll be inviting you to stand still at points or sit down to allow for integration for absorption of the brainwaves so you begin to feel the connection between your brain and your heart. And if for any reason you're in your flow and you want to keep moving, do so, because there are no rights and no wrongs. So please go through to takeaway number 8, where I will start teaching immediately. You've done the homework now, so let's get ready to move and groove, dance and prance. And it's also nice to do this with a friend or a partner at the same time. Just both have your headphones on and have this downloaded on your phone. And so it is.